Hey everybody! Today's video is going to be 10 Ungoth Confessions. I don't know if I could post something like that. I don't think it's possible. But here we go, I guess. So, yeah. Number one is my all-time favorite band in the world is Evanescence. They're not a goth band. They're more of a metal band, kind of, gets in the gothic metal types of metal, but that's my all-time favorite band in the world. I love Amy Lee, and yeah. Number two is I don't really go to clubs that much. Well, I've only been to one club because, I live in an area where there's no clubs, and the closest area that does have goth clubs is in Missoula, which is about a 2-hour drive, and I don't have a car, so that's number two. Number three, I'm just recently starting to learn how to sew. Um, you know, it's, the whole DIY clothing thing. I've always been more used to using scissors and, cutting strips and stuff out of fabrics and stuff like that. But, when it comes to making clothes, I haven't really had a full-on good chance to try to work on that. But I'm now learning how to sew. I'm learning how to knit as well. So, yeah, number three. Number four is, well, I'm not really ashamed of all the music that I listen to, but I think the least goth music I do listen to would be some gay country music. I do like some gay country music, especially Dixon Dallas. I love it. I'm a gay person, so why not listen to that? You know, I love gay pop. I love some pop music, not all pop music, but I do like stuff like Curly, Aurora, um, stuff like that. So, yeah. Number five. I've never smoked any cloves before. I never smoked anything before. I don't smoke. I drink occasionally. And I like wine a little bit. I like red wine. I tried absinthe, the American version of absinthe, and it's okay, but I'm not much of a smoker, so yeah. Halfway through, I think we can get it. Number six, and I wouldn't necessarily say it's a ungoth confession, but aside from wearing all black, and my accent colors would be like red or purple, sometimes green, but I absolutely love to wear white, all white clothing. It's just really cool. It's not necessarily a ungoth confession, but it's close enough to be one, right? But yeah, I like to wear all white sometimes, so yeah. Number seven, which is obviously the most painful one to admit, but I unfortunately do not live in a haunted house or in a house where people have been brutally murdered. They just don't make houses like that anymore, I guess, so, I can't live in one, unfortunately. Number eight is, as I grow older, I'm growing less and less fond of the big old goth chunky boots and corsets. I like corsets, but it depends. A lot of them that are made these days I'm just not really a fan of, and goth boots these days, unless they're pikes or something, or something really cute or elegant, it's not really something. I'm just not really into it anymore. I still have a huge collection of big old chunky goth boots, from a few years ago, but it's been kind of dying down on me. Number 9. I don't have any piercings or tattoos. And I think it's kind of silly because, these days, the considered way to look alternative is to have tattoos and piercings when, um, it's just, I don't really care for them. Other people look really great in them and it's perfectly fine. But for me, I don't really care for them. Like, I don't know. I just never really wanted them on my body. But, they look perfect on other people and everything. I just find it interesting how there's that stigma of, oh, if you want to be alternative, you have to have like 1,000 piercings and all these tattoos, and I think it's just total bullshit. Dress how you want to dress. Number 10, which I think it's probably one of the most saddest ones aside from me not living in a haunted house, is I don't live close, like across the street from the cemetery. I actually, unfortunately, have to walk a good 6 blocks to get to the cemetery, and it's kind of tragedy. I don't have a hearse either, so that's also another Ungoth confession, or a blackbird, or any of those cool fancy cars. I have feet. I walk everywhere, but yeah, that is unfortunate. I really do wish I had a cemetery or a graveyard right behind my house, but unfortunately, I do not. I have a taco time behind my apartment though. That's kind of cool. Even though 9 times out of 10 you're probably gonna get sick to death after eating it, but yeah. So there you have it, 10 confessions. Um, yeah, I don't know. So, so I don't know. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, follow or subscribe to me. And yeah, have a good night. And I hope you enjoyed all the crazy noises my cat's been making in the background. Goodbye.